What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cook Around and Workout. Today, we got a bit of an audible, so we got our I Have Nothing in My House Chilaquiles because Whole Foods managed to jack up my order. So all you need for this is either tortilla chips or an actual tortilla that you cut into chips, some salsa, and then all the other stuff you want to throw in there. So usually eggs, you can use shredded chicken. I'm doing some black beans and some eggs and some tomato and some avocado, like whatever you actually have, because again, Whole Foods jacked up your order. So over here, I'm just working the tortilla chips. I have them over medium heat in the salsa, not the tortilla chips, the tortillas. And I'm just gonna get them a little bit soft, a little bit crisp. So kind of like a balance to a texture to hold up the rest of this, because this tortilla is gonna be the base of what I'm making. The other pan, I'm just making some beans and I'm smashing them a little bit, and they're gonna go on the side. And as these are cooking, I'm gonna start my eggs in the back. I've got it on like 2.5, and I'm just gonna scramble these up. I just have pepper jack as a cheese that I can use, so that's what we're going for. Again, I was gonna make the Juicy Lucy video, but Whole Foods doesn't like me anymore. So I'm just working these guys, get a little color on the tortillas, get them nice, and get this salsa in there. I use that Herdez guacamole salsa, but you can use whatever salsa you want. And now I'm back here just watching the eggs, making sure I get those nice and fluffy. So today we're going to talk about lemurs. And what's cool with lemurs is there are over 100 varieties, all kinds of different sizes. They all live on the island of Madagascar. That is their only home, and there's that much biodiversity, which is pretty sweet. They also are female dominant, so the females will actually like snatch food, snatch sleeping spots, throw hands. Like the females run the roost, which is pretty unique, especially for mammals, because many mammals, you know, there's a size discrepancy. That dimorphism is real though. So, if you need a strong example of a female-led animal, there you go. And so if you use the chips, you're kind of doing the opposite of what you're doing with the tortilla, where the tortilla, you're kind of making it a little bit crisper, even though you're cooking it in the salsa, versus the chips, you're working up the softness. So I'm just working these eggs. They're kind of starting to come together. And for plating this bad boy, the time I've actually had them, and these are not authentic at all, I just don't have any groceries. The time I had them in New Mexico in a Best Western, they were in like a skillet, which I don't have that kind of like fajitas style skillet pan, so we're not going to use that. We're going to use this pasta bowl from Fiesta Ware, because it's the best thing I got. So as I'm working on these eggs, my chips are pretty close to ready. They're gonna be nice and soft. And again, I say chips, it's literally a tortilla that I had in my fridge that I cut into strips. You can use tortilla chips, you could use pita chips if you wanted to, I bet. I don't really... This again isn't authentic, it's taking what you have in your house and making food, because ice storms. As you can tell, I'm in a bit of a mood this week. But I'm kind of excited to see if this works out, because then I'll have a new thing in the repertoire. So, eggs are still working. I'm going to go ahead and plate this bad boy. So you can see, these are kind of green because I used a guacamole salsa. I'm not too worried about that. I tried the first batch before the show, and they were pretty good. So I'm not, like, super disappointed that the color's a little different. All right, turn that off. Working these eggs, they're getting closer. Yeah, there we go. And then for the tomatoes and the avocados, I just diced it, and then the tomatoes, and then the avocados, I'm just gonna smash them. So again, I didn't get groceries, so we're kind of winging it, but you know, it's not that long of a breakfast. Like I've had these things warming, but you can like start the beans and leave those bad boys. You can really do the same thing. With the avocado and the tomato, like the only things you have to watch are the tortillas and the eggs, and those two things do not take much time at all. So that's nice. All right. Eggs are getting pretty close. I'm going to go ahead and throw cheese on there. You don't have to put cheese on it. If you wanted to use a more authentic cheese, I'm sure that would be appreciated. I just literally don't have any. So this bad boy, tear them up, throw them in there. We're rolling with it today. And the thing is, it's pepper jack, so it's still gonna melt even though it was in a slice form. Normally you would shred, but we ain't got time for it. We just do what we can do and make the most out of 2021, which I feel like is gradually turning into 2020 with a bad wig, but just do what we can do. Alright. These eggs are almost ready, so I'm gonna add some salt and pepper on those. And then I'll put the eggs and the beans and the other stuff in the plate and show you what we've created. So I'm gonna give the eggs 20 more seconds here. So the beans kind of gave them a refried bean texture, so I'm just gonna put some of those in the bowl. And as I work, just remember to turn off various burners. All right. Here are the eggs. So again, I'll put the eggs in there, and then I'll put tomatoes and avocados on top. And then put some tomatoes here. And if you wanted to garnish it with cilantro, you could. Unfortunately, for once, I don't actually have any cilantro on me, so that's unfortunate, but we'll make it work. And one more little piece right there. A little more pepper. And then if you want, so I did it like this. You can actually put it, let me get some light on you. So you can see kind of the chip color in there. But if you want to put more salsa on it, you can, or you could add a hot sauce. I'm just gonna put a little paprika in here. Because why not? Bam. All right. Not authentic. I have no ingredients, but it's speedy chilaquiles because Whole Foods doesn't love me anymore. Thank you for tuning in to Cook Around and Work Out. Hopefully we have some not so bootleg recipes in the near future. See ya.